Welcome to the Trading Daddies podcast hosted by yours truly, Nico Reyes, and my awesome co-host. Like always, introduce yourself.
DJ TJ in the mix, and man, everything changes.
Dude, Degeneral. So on today's episode, guys, we talked about our plays of the week. We talk about some earnings that we're super excited for this upcoming week. John talked about a stock of the week, which you guys will have to tune into to hear our degenerate play of the week, as well as our future plays, current events, and more on this episode of the Trading Daddies podcast. As always, feel free to subscribe, please. Give us a preemptive thumbs up because it definitely helps out with the algorithm. Leave us a comment down below. Let's get to, at least 100 likes for this episode. That would be awesome, right? Other than that, hit us up on our socials, tradingdaddies.com for all the good news, hottest merch, latest episodes. So let's catch you guys on the episode. Welcome to the Trading Daddies podcast, hosted by yours truly, Nico Reyes, and my guy right over here getting out of the hammock. If you're watching this on YouTube with an entrance, as always, I can't do this without him, my co-host extraordinaire.
What up, daddies and mommies? Let's not forget about the mommies too.
Oh yeah, dude. Oh, dude. Just a little teaser. Mommy merch is coming.
We got onesies coming up.
Yep, mommy merch is definitely on the horizon, so be prepared for that. That should be dropping anytime soon. Dude, how are you been, dude? It's been I haven't talked to you in a day?
Good, brother. We have a jam-packed day today. We have a jam-packed show. We have a lot of things to talk about. We do have a stock of the week. First and foremost, I just want to say, thank you to our listeners. First of all, we gain lots of new listeners actually this week alone. I'm getting a few direct messages. They love the content. They're just shouting us out. We just want to say thank you again. This pod is free. It's for your convenience. We bring out content to you guys, and we bring out basically current events. If you guys have the time to read up on current events, we'll bring it to you guys. I just want to say, thank you for supporting us, and let's get to it. So.
Nice. So yeah, I mean, just to reiterate, John said, each week in and week out, we do see the outpouring of support from everybody, and we do appreciate each and every single one of you guys for listening to us and letting us in your ears on a week in and week out basis. But dude, since Wednesday, how did you trade out?
Bro, this week was a killer week. But if you want to get into it already, I had a boo-boo Friday.
Teflon John strikes again.
You know how I got my name, right? Teflon John is when, remember my Okta trade, OKTA?
Yep.
Where I messed up a $50,000 trade. Thank God, man. I remember that day, that morning, that night. I did not sleep.
You know who had a Teflon moment? The boy Ali, bro.
Oh,
dude.
He's the guy.
He sent a little bit of a story here. He sends me a text message saying, "Hey, dude, I bought XPV calls," and I'm like, "Dude, why? I thought we were done playing earnings reports." And he's like, "Oh, I guess." And I'm like, "Dude, I'm gonna pray for you. I'm gonna pray."
Exactly. And it ran, and then I was like, "That's the most riskiest play I've ever seen. Why would you trust that company? I would rather be on Neo."
I'm gonna get into that in a bit. I'm gonna get into Chinese EV in a bit because it's a growing sector, and we're gonna talk about how Neo separates itself from its competition, especially in China. And the reason why I'm fairly bullish on China EV, but we just need to be very cautious moving forward. But yeah, dude, on the other hand, I'm pretty flat for the week. I ended up flat for the week, which is not a good sign, which is not a bad sign either. But what's really cool about this past Friday is we've seen the market run. It was a beautiful run up at the end of the trading session.
It was, yeah.
I mean, I got into triple Qs. I've been starting to play the ETFs a little bit, so I'm into triple Qs. We got lucky with Palantir again.
Well, we have a lot of good news when it comes to Palantir.
Dude, really. Palantir is the future, and we're really going to get into that. We're going to put our heads together and give you guys a deep dive as to why we truly believe that Palantir is the future and how undervalued it is currently.
Yep.
And watch out for PLTR, because this is going to be the next. I mean, starting now in the next 4 years, you guys are definitely going to see some definite price action. And for some reason, dude, I think it's the perfect scenario for them currently, is because they IPO'd at such a cheap price.
They did, yeah.
They IPO'd at such a cheap price, and it would be ridiculous for people not to hop in right now. And we'll show you guys the fundamentals next week. I think that's where we're going to make it happen.
One thing I want to talk to you about Palantir is ticker symbol PLTR. Palantir, you might not know about Palantir, but Palantir knows you.
Oh yeah, for sure.
It's that kind of it's a creepy stock.
it's cryptic and creepy.
Yeah.
Cryptic and creepy, but they do pretty good work. They know about you because they keep you safe.
Yep.
In a way, right? But other than that, I mean, we've seen Apple bouncing at the end of the day. We saw a bunch of major tech stocks just bounce up at the end of the day. DraftKings, which we'll get into later on. I laugh because it's funny.
Yeah, one of these days we're just gonna surprise you. You know, we're sponsored by DraftKings. That's it. That's it.
Hey, whoever, if the people at DraftKings are listening, if you guys are looking for a couple of DEGENs that has an entire DEGEN network, hit us up, because we could definitely do y'all some good. I just want to get into a couple of things though. A couple of earnings calls, like not calls, but earnings previews that we want to get into for the next for the first 3 days of trading next week. For Monday, you have SDC, which is Smile Direct Club. The dentists keep on working. They haven't stopped.
That's that stock itself does not follow anything at all. It's rogue.
Yeah, it's definitely a rogue stock. When we say a rogue stock, because when you're day trading and you look at the charts long enough, you guys will see certain stocks will follow the S&P 500. I mean, the SPY, the leverage ETF, or the QQQ for NASDAQ. You guys will definitely see that, and you'll notice the patterns. Like, oh crap, we saw Apple at every single move will move the Qs.
Yep.
So that told us that Apple was moving the market.
Yep.
So when Apple moves up, based on the technical analysis, if we see that Apple was on an uptrend, you needed to ride that wave because you knew that it was riding the Qs.
Yep.
And we also have Palo Alto Networks coming on Monday.
PanW.
Yeah, PanW. They do a lot of cloud work. For Tuesday, Kohl's. John has been talking about retail for a while now, and we're seeing a resurgence.
I think Kohl's is going to do well.
Kohl's is going to do well. A lot of these big box stores are now doing e-commerce, so pay attention to these. I wouldn't say play the earnings calls, but play the reaction to the earnings calls. If that's what I'm saying here. Walmart, bullish on Walmart. Walmart is the truth. Unless you're John's brother, you hate Walmart. Love you, Jeff. So Neo, so Home Depot will also report on Tuesday. But let me talk to you guys about Neo.
I was just at Home Depot earlier, and I'm a Home Depot fan versus Lowe's. I just want to let you know.
Explain.
Because, man, come on, they got better quality products. That's it.
They do. Okay. To me, it's lumber. Lumber's lumber. To me, lumber is lumber. Also, I'm not a home improvement guy. For anybody who knows me, I have the softest hands on earth. I have the softest hands on earth. These paws are silent. You know,
They're meant to be in front of a computer.
These are computer hands.
That's what my wife tells me too. She grabs my hand. He's like, "Your hands are so soft. They belong in front of a computer."
So let me tell you a story about hands, bro. So one time, right, I went out on a date with a girl. So, you know, like when you meet somebody, like, you know, you've had a conversation before previously, and then you had the courage, you worked up the courage to ask her out or whatever. And then you meet her somewhere. Initially, you're not like, you haven't touched her at all, right? Like the first initial touch usually is a handshake and like a cheek kiss, right? After all of that, it went downhill. So I asked her later, like, what happened? Like, I thought we were all cool. It didn't seem like you were having fun on the date. And then she was like, well, you know what? I only date guys with rough hands. And I'm like, sandpaper rough? And she's like, no, I mean, just at least a callus or two. And I'm like, all right, you know what? Have fun.
Man, we gotta keep it PG-13, but I got so many things I wanted to say right now.
You picked up on that. You picked up a lot on that, didn't you? You
hurt.
That can be pleasant.
Anyways, good luck to her.
Oh, I got these softest hands. So, you know, somebody said when I was younger, because I've been like, I'm a gamer, right? Like, I love to play video games. One of my old teachers back in the Philippines said, you're gonna get carpal tunnel not because you work. Oh, my home ec teacher. We had a project. I was supposed to make a parole, right? Not a parole when you have to. It's not a jail term.
The Asian star.
For those who don't know, paroles. Christmas is huge in the Philippines. So a parole is a star, which is supposed to represent the star that guided Jesus, Mary, and Joseph to the manger. That's like that. All right. Sidebar. Did you know that the phrase "Sus Mary Joseph" came from Jesus, Mary, Joseph?
I didn't know that. Okay.
Right. For all the Filipinos, you guys know what I'm talking about. If your grandma, mama, or dad says "Sus Mary Joseph," that's Jesus, Mary, Joseph. You know what I mean?
I know that.
Yeah, exactly. So back home in the Philippines, you create these wooden stars. And it's supposed to symbolize the star that guided Jesus or whatnot, right? So in home ec class, I'm building this thing, and I told my home ec teacher, I can't work this because my hands hurt. So my hands are hurting, and my teacher goes, is it because you play too much video games? And I'm like, I mean, you're not wrong. I'd rather be doing that than making this stupid star.
We're not a sweatshop.
We're not. You know what? Come to think about it, my star, like, I purposely did not make a good star because I don't care about home ec. Like, what am I going to do? Why do I need to make a star in the future? I don't need to make a star in the future.
What was I going to teach you anyways? What life lesson was I going to teach you?
Hard work. You know what hard work is? Waking up at 5 to look at a computer screen. That's hard work.
Should we do that Monday to Friday? Anyways.
That is definitely hard work. But yeah, so when we're talking about what were we talking about? We're talking about earnings reports. NEO's coming up on Tuesday, right? This is my bullish call in NEO. This is for all the EV heads out there. We all know Tesla's an amazing company. Papa Elon is our Lord and Savior, right? But the reason why the big three Chinese EVs are running up, NEO, XPEV, XPeng, they call it XPeng, and Li, they run together because they're essentially all backed by the Chinese government, right? So China's into this whole renewable energy phase, and they're pushing their citizens to adopt electric vehicles, right? What's cool about this is the Chinese government will actually give you a $4,000 subsidy to get an EV vehicle. But there's a kicker. This is the reason why NIO is still leaps and way above and beyond on all the three, even on Tesla in China, mind you, in China. If an EV vehicle is classified as a luxury vehicle, you will not get a $4,000 stipend. The government will not give you a $4,000 subsidy if it's a luxury vehicle. Therefore, majority of the EVs and Teslas that are sold are either the Model Y or the Model 3. Now, there is an exclusion to that rule.
Mm-hmm.
If the battery is swappable, automatically you are qualified for that $4,000 subsidy.
Which Tesla, you can't swap out.
Can't do that. The only company that does that is NIO.
Is NIO, yeah.
So NIO has this other revenue stream that nobody, like, people know about this revenue stream, but they're not emphasizing it. Battery as a service is a huge thing for NIO.
Mm-hmm.
So NIO, I mean, it ran up already to 54 on Friday. We're seeing a dip right now to the 40s again.
Yep.
If this hits 40, like it's at 40, was it 42, 43?
Yep.
Right now. If this dips another $2 by Monday, I'm going in. Because we're testing the 50 right now.
Yeah. It's actually at support right now. When you look at the chart, it's
a scary chart. I'm not gonna lie to you. Fundamentally,
it is. It's a moonshot.
Right? Dude, when I started trading, NIO was trading at what, 11, 12?
I was messing with it this year. Shout out to Gabe. Him and I were messing with it when it was like $1, and I had like 4,000 shares.
And you let that go?
Well, yeah. Like a dumbass. I didn't trust the company then because I'm like,
yeah. Nobody knew
Tesla. Yeah.
Yeah. Nobody knew, right? Because it was either Tesla or nothing at that time. But we're now in a phase where we're seeing Tesla consolidate because there's so many shares that are outstanding, and we're waiting for those to get bought before we move up a little bit more. Mm-hmm. NIO right now has a fairly smaller market cap that definitely warrants price to go up.
Yep.
Right.
I think the market cap is about 50 billion, I think.
Yeah, it's not that crazy.
Yeah.
So we're going to definitely see a lot more NIO purchases. So if you guys are long on NIO right now, I would definitely hold, because there's a bigger feature for these Chinese ADRs that are coming in the market. But for Tuesday, for Wednesday now, right? We're on Tuesday now. We're on Tuesday. Oh, NIO's done. Wednesday, Target. I like Target. I like Target over Walmart, actually. Also, Lowe's.
I like Walmart over Target. Because Walmart has Walmart Plus that could is actually trying to compete with Amazon. It's a subscription base where you can get your stuff within a few days or something. So they're trying to steal customers from Amazon, really, because
I smell something here. Is that a wager I smell?
It is. DraftKings.
Wager I smell. Yeah. Target versus Walmart.
Walmart's gonna beat.
All right, so I'm gonna say the Target's gonna beat. You're gonna say Walmart's gonna beat. And if they both beat, we're gonna see who beats more.
Lock it.
Hammer lock on that. We have Lowe's, TJX, TJ Maxx. I'm not happy about TJ Maxx.
No.
I'm not happy.
What can they like? I was looking at TJ Maxx and Ross. they have a huge market cap, but I really don't understand, their business model. Like seriously, within the next 10 to 15 years, they're going to be the next Sears.
I can see that.
Yeah.
But what they do is they buy garments that are already being phased out.
Yeah, but seriously, you can
They're
get
not selling it. They're not moving it online.
They're not.
Mm-mm.
You have to be there physically to
Mm-hmm.
see the product.
Out of all the discount stores, Nordstrom Rack is still.
Oh yeah, because
better one.
you can get good quality brands and
yeah. You know
know.
what? They actually, you know how like Nordstrom Rack, if you go to the shoe section, they have like a select few like good stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But if you go online, they actually have like the whole Nike catalog. I think there's a partnership there. I gotta sniff it out. But other than that, Nvidia is also reporting on.
Man, this is I actually like this week's lineup. And we're not supposed to be playing earnings, but here we are. Shout out to Ali and Ricky.
Here we are.
Pretty much the whole gang.
The whole gang. Man, dude, I've been having a lot of fun with the Discord, guys. Like, if you guys are not on the Discord channel, you guys are missing out a lot because we do have a lot of funny inside jokes in there that once you guys catch on, it's going to be. It definitely lightens the mood, especially if you're trading alone. Don't trade alone. Don't be lonely. Come join the fun. Come join the fam. And the links are in our website, tradingdaddies.com.
It's free.
And it's free. Like if you guys want to join, just let us know that we can definitely add you guys. We're not discriminatory. We finally have a first female member on the Discord, which is pretty cool.
Oh, trading mommies.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. I like it. It. So a couple of notes here. Take it away, John.
Well, I want to talk about, we do have a busy week this week, but I wanted to talk about a bunch of stocks, and we're eventually going to get into the stock of the week, which is a very popular company that you see every single corner. When you're driving by, you're like, should I get my
especially this season?
Yep. Pumpkin
season. Okay, keep going.
Anyways, I want to talk to you about Peloton, ticker symbol PTON.
Will that ever go down?
Dude, everyone knows about Peloton. Even my dad was talking about Peloton earlier, and he wanted to get one because
I found out that a friend of mine has a Peloton, and that Peloton spoke to him and says, "I want my own Peloton."
A Peloton wanted a Peloton. I think that's doable. That's achievable. Yeah. But Peloton, I saw a commercial. Okay, check this out. So, believe it or not, Peloton Digital, that's what they call it, is 30 days. Okay, 30 days, you get to try it out for free without the equipment. Did you hear about this? So check this out. It's on your phone. You download the app. It's a subscription based. And then let's say you're jogging or you're walking, you're running, whatever. And you have that person, in your ear, like shouting at you, faster, higher, stronger,
Never over.
Pretty much. So Peloton, I was watching CNBC. Peloton is actually, I want to say getting out of their niche and trying out, other things. So I guess this is a personal development for Peloton. Also, good news for Peloton users. They signed Beyonce.
I heard, dude, that's a big buzz.
Big partnership with Beyonce.
Yeah.
Yep.
I think they're trying to compete directly with the upcoming Apple One announced. Like, when Apple One drops, when you're allowed to exercise as a family, like that's, and I think that's a direct consumer, like not direct consumer, direct competitor to Apple One.
Nothing bad against Apple. I think Peloton is way ahead.
They are.
Compared to, if Apple wanted to, dip their fingers in there, Peloton is way ahead right now.
Really imagine dropping a bike.
Yeah, well, Peloton almost took a dump this week, but for some reason it's hanging in there. It won't come down.
It was a V-shaped recovery for Peloton. I wanted it to short.
It's, dude, Gabe wanted to short it. I didn't want to short it. So also, I wanted to talk about BABA, ticker symbol
Mhm.
BABA. Now, BABA is basically the China's Amazon.
Mhm.
There you go. Huge company. They're pretty much everywhere. They control a lot of things, actually. They
They
have
do.
Alipay. They have all sorts of stuff. Um, Baba got hit with regulations from the Chinese government, which is weird because they're really big on Baba, right? And now they're putting a leash on him,
The
pretty
reason
much.
why is because Jackie Ma, the CEO of Alibaba, he was
Mhm.
IPOing
Yep.
Ant, it's like a fintech, like an
Ant Group, yeah.
Ant Group. Yeah, it's a fintech a company that he IPO'd. He has a huge stake in Ant Group. The problem there is it's disrupting the Chinese financial system.
Yeah, well, they're pretty much saying you're getting too powerful. You're getting too
Yeah.
big. Yeah.
So the CPP is all knowing, and the CPP will find out.
Oh,
Yeah, dude,
they're probably listening to us.
do not cross the CPP. Like the
They're probably
CPP
listening to us.
says, the CPP says jump, and you ask how high. And if
Mhm.
you're doing business in China, you better you're at their beck and call. And President Xi is the dude. He's a forever president. I heard.
Like Putin.
Like, yeah, dude, he's a forever president. Like they decreed him as a forever president. So
Yeah.
if he says, Jackie, you're not going to IPO, that's going to halt today.
Yep.
Going to halt today. You can't do anything about it.
Baba also had, if you guys know, Baba had what's called a singles day. Actually, a singles day it's like Prime Day.
So it's not like Tinder, right?
No, but but the thing is, Singles Day, it was supposed to be only a 1 day event,
Mm-hmm.
okay, where stuff goes on sale and people did, like, get online and just buy whatever stuff, right? Singles Day happened for 2 weeks, I think, or a
Oh,
week and a half. So they extended it this year, and then they set a record for $56 billion in sales in 1 day.
Jesus. How much were Wish.com orders? Gotta hate Wish.com.
That's a lot of money. $56 billion in 1 day. They hit an insane amount. So shout out to Baba. I am long on Baba. I have calls.
Mm-hmm.
300 is not that far from
No,
Baba.
not at all. Not at all. Especially e-commerce plays, it's not that far.
Well, a lot of tech companies are getting hit right now, so I think Baba is like undervalued. That's just my opinion. But I do see 300, easily. So right now we are seeing what's called a rotation. So I'm pretty sure you guys have read about it and seen it. The proof is there. If you're seeing tech stocks just not even running or being stagnant or coming down, and you see like random stocks like American Airlines or Boeing, all of a sudden having a life again, or Carnival Cruise coming back from the dead, that's what's called a rotation. It's basically a transfer of wealth. You're just some hedge fund is dumping their Apple position and then getting into industrials or financials or something else, right? So when you have a hedge fund sell their big position, obviously what happens to the price? It takes a dump. So, and then vice versa, if a hedge fund goes into a position, with millions or billions of dollars, whatever, what happens to the price? And it goes up because there's more demand to it. I do want to emphasize Boeing and ticker symbol BA, Boeing, and CAT, Caterpillar.
Those are Discord favorites.
Yeah, well, Boeing, yeah, at least. And then Bank of America. Those are my three, I would say, underdogs right now that have huge potential to bounce back and have a full recovery. I don't know about Boeing going back to 400, but at least you're going to see 225 easily within the next 6 to 8 months or whatever.
I don't think we're going to get to those levels until we're all fully functional in terms of flights.
Yeah, yeah.
So,
That's why I said 6 to 8 months. So, but I do have calls for Boeing. Okay, these are lotto calls again. Yeah.
Lotto calls are the big calls.
We spoke about we spoke about lotto calls last episode. So if you guys want to catch up on the laundry list, just go ahead and hit up the previous episode. There's like 20 positions in there. And you're laughing now, but shout out to Gabe. He's probably laughing too. But majority of them are actually up at least 15 to 20%.
I'm not laughing. I'm not laughing because it's comical. I'm laughing because these are actually hitters.
Yeah, dude, they're hitters, and I just didn't take random stuff off of my watch list. I actually looked at stuff like I looked at their charts, I looked at their technicals and fundamentals. If it makes sense, I'll play it.
Yeah, that's methodical. When he says lotto plays, it's not like he just pulled out a dartboard and just threw it at it. But it makes sense.
Dude, if I can hit the lotto, I'll play the lotto right now. Hit millions.
Exactly. But yeah, I mean, these are. I laugh because they're funny, right? They're
funny because they hit.
People are gonna be like, "Oh, that's a moonshot," but these moonshots, they hit the moon. Like these hit the moon. We've seen them.
It paid off. Yeah, it paid off Monday.
Definitely, we've definitely seen them.
You ready about the? You're ready for the stock of the week?
Stock of the week.
Brought to you by DraftKings.
Brought to you by DraftKings. Please, please. One time for the one time.
All right, guys. So it's a bedtime story. Tuck yourself in. Okay. So the stock of the week I want to talk about is Starbucks. Everyone knows about Starbucks. Okay. So
I went to one earlier.
I passed by at least like 3 earlier. Okay. It seems like there's one in every Safeway. There's one in every Walmart. You name it. Okay.
I've seen the one in Walmart.
Was it? No, not Walmart. Target. I'm sorry.
Target.
I'm thinking about Target. Okay. I keep thinking about McDonald's. So Starbucks was formed in 1971. Okay, by 3 guys named Jerry Baldwin, Gordon Bowker, and Zev Siegel. Okay. Weird names. How the name came out was Starbucks is the first mate in the classic book of Moby Dick. Did not know that.
The whale.
Yeah. Now, the very first location of Starbucks was headquartered in Seattle, Washington. Okay, so I'm pretty sure majority of you guys have seen the Pike Place Market. It's like right next to it. So did you know that Peet's Coffee was the first one that supplied beans to Starbucks?
Wait, what?
Yeah. Oh. Peet's was supplying the original owners. They were supplying Starbucks until they experimented and they created their own roasts and blends. Okay. You guys have probably heard of Howard Schultz.
Yep. And tried to run for president.
He ran. Yep, he ran for. He tried to run for president. Really, very bright guy. In 1981, okay, he joined Starbucks. But first of all, he was in sales. Okay, he was in sales and he was selling kitchen equipments and housewares. Yeah. Hey, you can run your own company. You can run a multi-billion company. I'm just saying. So he was selling kitchen equipments and housewares to Starbucks, to the 3 owners, and he noticed that they were getting big orders, right? Mm-hmm. So he joined them as a head of marketing. Okay, so I guess he was he did a lot of marketing for Starbucks at first until he got fed up with them. Because they didn't see eye to eye, and what happened was he left them. Okay, he left them and started his own coffee chain.
Oh,
okay.
Howard Schultz already, so he separated from Starbucks.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
This was in the 80s, and then back in 87. Okay, so when he formed his coffee shop, his own chain. the three owners really was just done with Starbucks, and they wanted to sell it. And Howard Schultz like completely jumped on it, and that's when the Starbucks that we know now was born because of Howard Schultz. Okay, what he did, if you've seen him like on YouTube, his speeches, amazing guy, super bright. Yeah. In 1987, Howard Schultz bought Starbucks from the original three owners. Mm-hmm. Okay, and then the company went public. SBUX went public in 1992. Now they only had about 100 locations at that time. Can you imagine how many locations they have now worldwide?
Racks.
I'll tell you that later. You're shoot me a number, really.
I don't want to shoot you a number because I'm hella wrong now. I was going to say 14,000.
Yeah. So in 1992, they went public. Within 4 years, okay, they opened up X amount of locations. I'm not going to disclose that right now. But after 4 years, they opened one in Canada, up north. Yeah. So by the end of the 90s, they had about 2,500 locations.
Oh.
Majority of them are franchises.
Yeah.
You know, we spoke about McDonald's, a few episodes ago, how the corporation can just, collect royalty fees, right? By 2007, okay, they had more than 15,000 locations worldwide. And in 2019, 12 years later, okay, guess how many stores they have?
30,000.
You read my notes, bro.
30,000.
Okay. So last year, they had 30,256 stores in 70 countries.
Dude, 70 countries. 1,000 of those are downtown San Francisco.
That's crazy. It's like every block you walk, there's like a damn Starbucks.
Yeah. Dude, you could count them. You could definitely count them. Like in every single corner of Starbucks. But can you imagine, though, the distribution chain that needs, like, the logistics of a Starbucks?
Insane.
It's crazy.
It's like you go into Starbucks and there's a Starbucks inside.
Yeah, there's a Starbucks inside of Starbucks.
Yeah. Jesus. Anyways, so we've seen the product line expand just from coffee to hot breakfast to sandwiches. They even, dude, they have lunch specials now.
They do.
They have sandwiches. Do. Yeah, they're
like reserves. They're pretty good.
Yeah, I'm like, they sell a lot of products too, like cups, mugs. They have hats. They have everything now.
Yeah, I used to love working for Starbucks.
You worked at Starbucks?
Yeah. Dude, all right. So my second job, when I first came to the States in 2002, my first job was Taco Bell because I love Taco Bell. Taco Bell is delicious. Taco Bell is delicious.
Go ahead.
Like my thought process is like, I could work at the same place where I love to eat. Yeah, why not, right? And I got tired of Taco Bell, and then a new Starbucks was opening up in my neighborhood in Concord.
Which one was this one? Off of
the old, where that burger spot is now, where your Dunkin' Donuts is.
Oh, over there? Yeah.
Down the street. That used to be a Starbucks. No, I mean like where that burger place is.
Yeah.
That used to be a Starbucks.
That used to be a Starbucks. What a burger or something, or
whatever burger that is. That's trash. I don't whatever.
Yeah.
So that used to be a Starbucks. So I was like, we opened that store up, dude. Starbucks is actually fun. Like I was in high school, I was a senior in high school, and you tell people that you work at Starbucks, you're ultimately cool. Like I work for Starbucks.
Yeah,
I'm a barista at Starbucks. Like I would purposely go to school, like leave the house early, go to Starbucks so I could get freebies, and then just walk into campus with a Starbucks cup. You get some nice talkage.
The best part of going into Starbucks is the moment you step into Starbucks, the aroma.
Oh yeah, the smell is amazing. It's inviting.
Yep, it's very inviting. Yep.
Yeah, and all baristas are trained to like think of you. That's why like people who have a Starbucks in their neighborhood frequent the same Starbucks because they know their name.
And guess what? I wanted to reiterate Howard Schultz because he made it. He was very adamant when it comes to customer service.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And it was like a Bible to him when he says, you know what, treat every customer that walks in like, you know, it's not just an actual number, but, you know, like a relationship.
It is. It is.
Okay.
So like when I was working at Starbucks, there's certain people that would only want me to make their coffee.
Yep. Of course.
There's that kind of relationship. And like some people would go there and I mean, I'm not the best barista in the world, but they were like, oh man, you weren't here yesterday. I missed that. You know, what extra do you do when you make that coffee? You know what I mean? So there's always that customer that always tries to lift your spirits up. And nice tips too. But you also get good discounts as a partner. Mm-hmm. They're called baristas, but we're really called partners. Mm-hmm. Because it's I think it's an employee-owned company still, because we really do like have like they really try to push the stock options on you.
Oh yeah, and the stock itself, yeah. We're gonna talk about, you know, technicals, and the stock itself. It's healthy.
Mm-hmm. It's definitely healthy. It's super healthy. Yeah, I mean, we definitely saw some pullback because of the pandemic, but we're recovering. I like it.
So going back to their product line, they serve yogurts, they serve custards, they serve quiche, they serve, you know, pastries,
egg bites.
Yeah, egg bites, whatever that is. Is that quiche?
Kinda. It's like crustless quiche.
Okay.
Crustless quiche.
They serve those pops, those
cake pops. Yeah.
Yeah. What are those?
I mean, it's cake on a stick coated with chocolate.
It's chocolate?
Yeah.
Okay.
Or icing.
I haven't been in a Starbucks in a while.
The kids love those.
Yeah. But shout out to my wife. She loves her soy mocha latte with whip. See, I know her order, but I mess it up so many times.
Yeah.
Anyways, the ticker symbol SBUX currently trades at 95.56, but check this out. 52-week low was at 50.02, which was last year. And then, or this year, I'm sorry. 52-week high is at 97.65. So currently it's at its breakout point. Okay. It's at its highest right now. Starbucks has a market cap of $112 billion. Now, if you want to compare apples to oranges, Starbucks is somewhat comparable to IBM's market cap. Okay, IBM's $104 billion. So if you're using an IBM computer, it's as big as Starbucks, or well, it's smaller than Starbucks. Starbucks does pay dividends. Okay, so for all of the investors that are listening right now, check this out. Starbucks is very healthy, I would say right now. Okay, in my opinion, they pay 45 cents per quarter, or $1.80 annually. Okay, so if you have 100 shares, you put in as an investment right now, you put in 9,500, and then it'll pay you $180 annually. Okay, that still beats any bank, really. So
for sure.
My question is to you, since you worked at Starbucks, what is your favorite Starbucks drink?
Oh,
I'm pretty sure you've made concoctions.
Yeah, I hate frappuccinos because
dude, they're loaded like with 1,000 grams of sugar.
Yeah, but I mean, when I first started working at Starbucks, I hated coffee. Yeah, I hated coffee. But I liked frappuccinos at that point. I was more of like, if it's not the sugar, it's the caffeine that would get me.
Mm-hmm.
Right. But now I'm more of like the cold brew guy. I enjoy the all black. Just I'm down. Like I'm gotten to an age where I appreciate just straight black coffee.
Yep.
But here's the thing about me though. I will never, ever buy a warm drink.
Even on a cold day?
Could be freezing outside and I'll still buy myself an iced coffee or a cold brew.
That's cray.
Nope.
You're talking boo-boo now.
No, that's true. I can't drink hot coffee. I hate waiting for it to cool down. So you're telling me I could walk past that phase of awkwardness where I'm just holding this warm cup I could just chug my cold brew. Give me that all day. I'll take it. But I did work also for Pete's, which is very cool. I like Pete's coffee better than Starbucks from a taste perspective.
Well, Pete's is local. Pete's is not a nation or a worldwide brand.
But you know what? When I was working for iRobot, they flew us out to Boston.
Mm-hmm.
There's a Pete's in Boston, surprisingly, at the airport. I'm actually surprised that there's a Pete's in Boston.
But yeah, that's my stock of the week, bro.
Well, thank you for the lessons for stock of the week. Let's get into some current events, guys. Stim is being talked about again. I am tired of stimulus. John is shaking his head because stimulus is a sore topic.
Because
under this administration, don't expect it to happen until the next administration.
He's tweeting again saying that Democrats need to get their ish together. It's just pointing fingers.
But then he's not conceding. So how are the Dems going to get their stuff together if he doesn't want to concede? You know what? Let the politics politic. But it will most likely won't be happening until next week. Not next week, until
I wish it was next week.
I wish it was next week.
Breaking out.
Can you imagine the market's going to break out? Everybody gets a stimulus check and everybody's going to dump it all in the markets?
Yep. Just imagine all those Robin Hooders.
Oh, man. You know who's going to make a killing once their IPO? Robinhood. Once they fix their technical or their IT support.
Also, I want to squeeze this in since we're talking about IPOs. DoorDash is trying to IPO.
Also Airbnb.
I'm actually bullish on Airbnb. Watch,
I am too. We're gonna do an IPO. We're gonna do an IPO segment because we want you guys to understand what the IPO process is.
Yeah.
And let you guys know what to look for when you guys are doing the IPO plays. There is a political tug of war still happening, guys. So please be aware of the volatility from a day-to-day perspective. Let's just be prepared. So make sure that when you guys do prepare for the night before, have a list of longs, have a list of shorts, look at the charts, and be better armed so that when you guys wake up the next day, you guys are good to go. Other than that, we have the Rona. The Rona is back with a vengeance.
Rona never left. What are you talking about?
Rona never. Dude? So I was on Discord, and was it Pudgers? Pudgers, shout out to Pudgers. Pudgers says that the Rona created a bull flag and it broke out.
It did, though. It did.
It's a very serious topic.
It did.
Coronavirus is real. Just don't mess with it.
I think he posted a chart. Was it a bar chart?
It was the chart of the virus, and then it broke. It flagged, and it broke out.
It did because cases are spiking right now. Crazy.
Cases are spiking. I mean, people are still partying.
You know what? Off topic, but there was a cruise. Did you see that cruise that sailed to? Was it the Caribbean or something?
Wait, there's a cruise?
Yeah, dude, a cruise actually sailed to the Caribbean, and then everyone was quarantined in that cruise. I'm not supposed to be laughing, but it's like, why would you be on a cruise right now? Come on.
No, I think for the people that went on the cruise, we should be laughing because you're stupid.
Oh my god. Anyways, go ahead. All
right. Vaccines are on the way, but cases may still rise, even though there's vaccines. Here's my all right. Telling me that there's a vaccine, people are supposed to be bullish and the market's supposed to run, right?
Yep.
I'm a little bearish on the vaccine. Not because I question its efficacy. I know that Pfizer is making this 90% efficacy. We're getting some vaccine news this week, I think, from the other players, right? mRNA. Watch out for that.
I have a
right? Lotto calls. OTM boys assemble. So I'm bearish on the vaccine because I feel that more on the short term, right? They will see more people not taking it seriously. That's the thing. That's the thing. Like we already see it from people, around us. Like across the street at the park, we see like families not wearing masks. So I'm not going to that park. I don't know what they've touched. You know what I mean? So I'm not going to that part. Um, One thing that we want to tell you guys, talk to you guys about is Bill Ackman, famous investor. He made a killing shorting during the lockdowns, but he did short the hedges, long positions for this type of scenario that we're currently in because it feels similar to March.
Yeah, but he this time around he has a smaller short.
Smaller short, yeah, smaller short. So I think it's just him protecting his long positions, which is semi good news. Also, some people are already saying that if we do go into another lockdown, the market's already ready for it and it's already priced in. So just pay attention. Have a plan. Have a plan. Waking up in the morning and throwing darts is not fun. Definitely have a plan.
That's what I do.
But are you guys ready for my favorite segment? John's favorite segment.
DEGEN brought to you by DraftKings.
Hopefully DraftKings.
Anyways, so DEGEN Play of the Week. Majority of you guys, well, some I would say, played the ticker symbol DKNG.
Here we are.
DraftKings, yes. So I just want to let you know, I am holding on to DraftKings because, man, they broke out Friday. First of all, they had a 10% run up to, I would say, previous highs, but they ran up as high as 46-ish.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we're at 41 again, like 42.
No, 42 and a half. And not that bad. So I'm still holding on to, I have 4 positions on that one. I have 4 different calls. Plus I upped my position to 500 shares.
Wow.
Okay. The reason I'm bullish on it, and I am going to sit on it, like every week we're probably going to hear, me talking about it. The reason I'm bullish on it is because, NBA is starting again. Football is still doing well. There's no lockdown on football. College football, okay, NBA really, and MMA. Yeah. I mean that, and John's also favorite is the PENN. He's also heavy in pen. Yeah. But I mean it is a degenerate play because I mean how can you lose on a betting company?
You don't. You bet on the betting company.
You bet on the betting company. Don't bet with the
betting company. You bet on the betting company. Yeah, it's just simple as that.
I wouldn't go on DraftKings, or disclaimer, okay? I love DraftKings. I wouldn't get on DraftKings and start placing bets. That's how you lose money.
Exactly.
Bet with the casinos.
You bet with the casinos. So you bet that they're going to make the money.
Exactly.
So that's the way you win. Exactly. Like if you ever find an angle to play with house money, that's I want to play with house money.
I see DraftKings at least 50 or 60 within like 3-4 months.
Easy. I think so too. I think so. And I think once we get back to a normal sports operating world,
they're getting into Canada, plus all of the states that just legalized online gaming.
California needs to legalize. California needs to legalize.
Of course.
I know there's more. There's definitely a big market share here in California. Yeah, right. So with that being said, that is the DEGEN Play of the Week. So let's talk about top plays, dude. What you got?
Top plays, Walmart. I love Walmart for this week. And I don't want to play NVIDIA. I feel like NVIDIA's crowded and overweight and heavy, and the chart's scary. But I'm getting into Walmart, and you have Target. It's blue against red.
Blue against red. I like it.
You like that?
I like it. I definitely like it. We'll present our findings Wednesday night.
Yep.
We'll present our findings Wednesday night. Me, on the other hand, we saw a really good pop on Apple during the last couple of minutes of this trading session on Friday. So I'm in there. Am I in Neo again? Am I?
Oh, you sold Neo for like $6,000 or something?
Yeah, I did sell for 6 rand. I'm in DraftKings, just like John is. and I'm heavy on Palantir. I did dollar cost average, so I'm at $15.62 for 300 shares on Palantir. I have my deep in the money call options that expire May of next year, and I also have
January.
a lotto call for Palantir. I have 3 Palantir lotto calls for $20 that expire in January 2022.
That's like 14. No, is it 15 months from now?
Yeah. So,
damn, you got plenty of time, bro.
I have hell of time.
Like you can have a kid right now and still have plenty of time.
Still have plenty of time.
You can keep one right now. Okay.
So that's where I'm at. Also, I still have my my Qualcomm, my QQQ trade that is currently up a nice $321. So depending on how the market reacts, how futures run on Monday, on tomorrow, actually.
Bro,
tomorrow.
Before we head out, I'm calling it right now. We're having a breakout week.
You think so?
Yep.
You think so?
And by Wednesday, we're just gonna be like, the show's over. We already made our money. That's it. We're done.
That excites me. When you say breakout week,
we're gonna have a breakout week.
That's exciting. That's definitely exciting. What? So yeah. With that being said, do you have anything else to tell the people, my guy?
That's it. DEGEN play of the week.
DEGEN play of the week. Well, again, we want to thank you guys for letting us in your ears during during the week and the weekends. Anything that you guys want to talk about, please reach out to us at Trading Daddies on Instagram, at Thiz McGee for myself, at John C. Trades for John, TradingDaddies.com for the hottest news, Trading Daddies. We just dropped some merch for you guys if you guys want to check that out. Other than that,
we're out.
Let's get trading. Let's get trading, guys.